So, causality has brought you guys to another Berserk unboxing. Well, today we're going to be opening up a piece that I wanted in my collection for a while. We're going to be unboxing Premium Studios Guts in his Berserker Armor outfit, and I'm really excited about this piece. If you guys have been reading the Berserk chapters, the recent ones, we've been learning more about the origins of this armor, and guys, it's Berserk. So we have two huge boxes right here. We have this one that weighs a little over 20 pounds, but this one right here, this one weighed over 60 pounds. So I'm curious what's in this box right here. Let's see what's inside the box. So we opened the smaller box here. You can see the styrofoam with the Premium Studio logo. But let's get this thing off to see what sort of packaging we got. I love how they give you black cloth to surround all the pieces, and this feels premium, yo. Black cloth for the Black Swordsman. I loved it. So we opened the black cloth up, and the first thing I noticed is the brand of sacrifice. And you guys don't want to know what I sacrificed to get this piece, but the head sculpt's right there. Take a look at the Berserker armor just kind of taking over Guts right there. The main body. There is one broken piece right here. I already knew that when I bought it from the seller, but some super glue should handle that. And this is the EX version, by the way. We're gonna be able to do two poses with his Dragonslayer sword. This is a dynamic statue, by the way. And I like how two hands are already gripping one of the swords. But if we take a look at some more things, this apostle is the definition of ugly. But yeah, that's what we have in the first box right here. I'm curious what's in the other box, most likely the base. So this sheet right here is the assembly instructions, making my life a lot easier. In the back, this shows you where all the pieces go. Yo, it's crazy this box is so heavy, and it mainly composes of two big pieces. This is the heaviest cape I ever held, but you can see the base right here where Guts is gonna stand on. We also have two of his arms. So I'm liking what I see so far. This gives you a slight glimpse of what's under the base, and it might be too heavy for me to show you guys, but I'll try my best. Number 128 out of 500 is what we have. Bro, ugliest thing I ever seen in my life right here, but I love it. Again with these heads. So we got the apostles and the horns on the statue so far. We're about to put on Guts' main body in the Berserker armor. And yo, check out how big this thing is. I haven't unboxed a quarter scale statue in a while, and I just forgot how big they were. He's gonna attach to the top with this peg down here. And here's a closer look of the piece that got broken off right here, this one right here. So I'm assuming it goes in something like that, but nothing super glue couldn't fix. Damn, this statue's tall. Yo, this cape right here is no joke. It gives me Batman vibes when I hold it. It has two keys that's gonna go over Guts' shoulder. What's interesting about this statue is with the cape, it doesn't peg in all the way down, and that's because you have to make room for when you're putting the arms in through here. So we have a total of 4 different arms right here. With this statue, you can pose them in 2 different ways. The first one we're gonna do with his sword facing down, but we just came across our next break right here. With this arm, 2 of the fingers broke off right here. So it's a clean break, so super glue could fix it. But so far we have 2 breaks with this statue, but not a big deal. See, the arms fit in nicely when the cape is elevated like that. So with this EX version, they give you 2 head sculpts, but they look so identical to me. I guess the only difference is with this one, the top mask is a little bit more elevated than the other one, so you can see more of Guts' eyes in this one than this one, but they look so similar. I wish they could have made them a little bit more different. Looks like they gave us 2 jaw pieces also, and I can't tell the difference between these 2 either. That look like it hurts. Ouch. Really like how the arms magnetize to the Dragonslayer right here. As I put this nameplate on, a sacrifice has been made. Alright guys, we finally got Guts all put together now, and my goodness, this statue is huge. See, I'm so used to putting together 1/6 scale statues. When I unbox one of these sizes of 1/4, it just has such a big presence to it. I remember I unboxed a Guts before that was a 1/3 scale, so I guess I just like to go big when it comes to Berserk, but this statue right here, man, Prime One. When it comes to the dimensions, he's at about 29.6 inches in height, 22.5 inches in width, 17.4 inches in length, and he weighs 20.4 kilograms or 45 pounds. So this is a heavy statue. You're gonna set this down somewhere and not move it. So we took care of all the broken pieces. I super glued them back together. The statue overall, the only things that I probably didn't like about it, and this is nitpicking, is that the bottom jaw of his mask sits lower than I expected it to. I just wish they probably could have done a better engineering job on the bottom jaw right there for both of them. Also, they gave you 2 head sculpts. We have another one right here, and then that one. They look so similar to me. I wish Prime One could have probably made them a little bit more different, maybe use a different variation of the Berserker helmet. I don't want to get into too much spoilers about that, but that's pretty much the only things I didn't like about the statue. But overall, one thing that I love about this statue is that it has such a presence, and the base tells a story. There's a lot going on with this base right here. You can see all the apostles, all the swords going through them or slashing them, the horns sticking out. I loved it. Even though this statue is so tall, Guts takes up a small amount of the statue's height because he's in a dynamic pose right here. He has his Dragonslayer pointing downwards. And Guts himself, I think he looks amazing. His cape, now with the 1/3 scale I did, it was a mixed media cape. It had a wire on the back of it and I can rearrange it how I wanted. But this one's not. This one is pretty much, you can't adjust this one at all. But I just love the cape on this one. It has weathering towards the end of it. You see it sticking out. Like I said, kind of reminds me of Batman. Prime One, you guys did amazing on this cape right here. This piece is tall right here. This is actually the shorter height of the 2 poses that you can do. With his Dragonslayer facing behind him, the statue is even taller than that. So let's check out how the other pose looks like. This pose right here is what I think I'm gonna stick with. I just think he looks slightly more badass in this one with his Dragonslayer hanging over his shoulder. He got one arm kind of rested down compared to the other one where both of his hands were holding on to the Dragonslayer. I just like this one a little more. And when it comes to the height, this one makes him at 37 inches in height. So it's close to the same height as the 1/3 scale I unboxed a couple of months ago. And this piece just looks beautiful. We're about to go more in depth with this statue, starting with the base and work our way up, but Prime One Studio, your Berserk line, it's the truth. And I just love the realistic aspect that it has to each of the characters also. Beautiful job, but we gotta check out this base. So starting with the base, I love the way the bottom looks here with this design. There's a lot of royal places in the Berserk universe, so I really like this. We have the brand of sacrifice, like I said. We made our sacrifice to get this statue, but I like how it has the dents right here. So it shows some wear and tear on the statue, but we're unboxing a character called Guts, but check out the guts right here from these apostles or demon sort of monsters. This thing is ugly. You can see the teeth sticking out of it, the horns on top of his head, the arm is sliced off. These things really got it. You can see that one has a sword through its neck. And I just love the blood right there. Every angle in this base is just amazing. If we look at towards the back of it, you can see this sword and the horns. And another one of these apostle creatures. So even the back of this statue looks good, yo. You guys can check out how the back of the capes look like, and nice texture on the back of it. You can see the weathering down there. But yeah, the back of this statue looks good also. The rocky texture. If we work our way up the statue to see the rock that Guts is standing on, check out all the blood right there just coming down. That is crazy. The first pose that Guts was in where his sword was pointing downwards, it was staying still because the sword slides into this hole right here. That's what helps it stay still. Also with the 2 hands keeping it in place. You can see a close-up view of the weathering right there at the end of this cape, a little reddish right there. So in Berserk, they get down. I love this pose, how this arm is relaxing down. It's a little reddish towards the end. Like Guts was getting into some action, but I just love the texture on this man's Berserker outfit right here. It looks beautiful. There was a peg on his hand right here that connected to his arm, and you can kind of turn the hand, but we made it turn to make it rest up against the cape. But also, since we're up here, gotta show you guys the facial scope. The mask is covering up his face right now, but you can tell the rage that he has just by looking at his mouth. Just check out the Berserker armor starting to take over Guts' face like that. This armor here takes over the negative energy in your body. And this is to give you guys a side view of the facial scope right here. But the weapon that he has is called Dragonslayer. You can look at the blood right there, the blood on the handle. And this is a huge sword, by the way. Not a lot of people can wield this thing, but you can see the blood, the scratches right there. The main protagonist, Guts, had some epic battles with this sword right here. Alright guys, that was my unboxing of Guts by Premium Studios in his Berserker Armor outfit, and this piece right here is so good. It just makes me want to get some of the other 1/4 statues that Premium has. Do you guys like the 1/4 scale unboxings, by the way? I want to know what you guys think about that and this statue. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Peace. And I just wanted to show you guys how the Berserker Armor Guts looks like by the 1/3 scale. And when his sword is up, they're pretty much the same height, but I just love what Prime Studio did right here. It's a little dark. I got the museum lights over both of these statues with the bookends, with the deluxe volumes in the middle. But I just love the way this Berserker Armor is displayed right here. But once again, thank you guys for watching.